Hey, Robert.
Yeah?
Do you know how you can keep up to date to which episodes are coming out every day?
No.
You can follow us.
How do I do that?
You just go on your little clicky phone majig thing.
Yep.
Or your laptop majig thing.
All of these are jig things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you find us on Facebook,
Okay.
Twitter,
Wow.
and Instagram.
No way.
Like us. Follow us.
That's it?
All of it.
All right. I'm going to do that right now. Click, clack, clunk, clunk, clink.
Ding, ding. Welcome to another episode of Will There Be Cake? I'm your host, Amber Simpson, and with me,
Yeah.
Robert
That's me.
Lamb
Thank you.
and
Mm-hmm.
Nick Ott.
Nickelodeon.
Woo, that sounded cool.
Yeah.
I don't know
It's
how you
timely
did
because
that.
I have slime all over my face right now.
Yeah, but that's because we told you not to touch yourself. I don't know.
Can't help myself on this day.
Okay. I don't know where that joke came from. You're the only one
I don't
not
know either.
drinking alcohol.
It's
fine.
timely.
That's true.
Okay, what's
I
today,
just say
Robert?
things. I don't try to like.
What's today,
make sense.
Robert?
Robert.
Today is a very. I say this all the time, but this time I really mean it.
It's
No,
a
you don't.
very special day.
Special day. Let's say it together.
Okay, it's a very
Special
day, and it is Compliment Your Mirror Day.
Yeah.
You
It's July
said that?
3rd. It's July 3rd. It's Compliment Your Mirror Day.
Hey,
You s-
mirror, you're so clear. You're looking good.
You're so clear. You blow my mirror. Hey, mirror.
You said that looking at Amber like, please shake your head if this is not the correct day. It is compliment. Yes, yes, mirror.
Day.
Yes.
I want to make sure.
Day.
I didn't know if I was saying it right. I didn't know if it was
It's a
like,
weird day. That's
Yeah.
why we picked it.
Yeah.
Because we were like, what could that mean? I mean, we had our guesses and we were correct, but
I mean, it actually is pretty self-explanatory.
yeah. But
You just-
sometimes you see a name of a day, a holiday,
You don't know what
as
to
you've
think.
learned if you've been listening
Yeah.
since April 1st, and it's not what you expected.
Robert's birthday.
My birthday. Brings a tear to my eye. Damn you, coronavirus. I couldn't celebrate with my friends.
Wah, wah, wah.
So yeah, this is Compliment Your Mirror Day. Amber Simpson, tell us stuff about it.
Just tell us. This is a day where people look in their mirrors and affirm and acknowledge their inner and outer beauty and recognize their self.
You can't see your inner beauty in a mirror.
You're not looking hard enough.
Oh, probably.
Or you
That
don't
was
have a,
deep.
You don't have the right mirror.
I was gonna say, or you don't have the right mirror.
That made me instantly depressed.
Wow.
Aww. So it's about
kidding.
encouraging self-acceptance,
Cool.
acknowledging that you're beautiful, smart, and strong. It doesn't have to be
2 out of
physically.
3.
It doesn't have to be physically. It could be like,
You are
willfully.
beautiful.
the person you
Never
are.
say
Oh God.
You guys are drinking alcohol. I'm just having a soda.
I have to in order to look into the mirror.
It's all that sugar.
So you can compliment.
So you could
Mm.
celebrate by pampering
celebrate?
yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, go to the spa,
Mm-hmm.
have a quiet,
Wait, go
quiet
to the
meditation.
The
Wait.
spa.
Spa day.
Yeah, but
Treat yourself. It's another treat yourself day.
but if it's a treat yourself day, what does the mirror have to do with it?
You go look in the mirror before and after.
we went over this.
I wasn't paying attention.
It's about self-acceptance.
No, I
and-
get that.
Okay.
So you accept yourself when you look
And
in
you
the mirror.
treat yourself well.
Oh,
Right.
and then you go treat yourself.
Yeah.
You say
Quiet
you
meditation.
are deserving of this good treatment.
Yes.
This just
and you tell
seems-
yourself that in the mirror before you go to the spa.
Regardless of what the mirror says you look like, you
Yeah.
are
that
deserving.
mirror.
Yeah, fuck.
Of this
Wait, hold on. You're supposed to compliment the mirror.
Oh, shit.
Not just all of a sudden shit all over the mirror. This is
I
compliment
don't
the
know.
mirror.
The mirror might be on the floor.
Yeah, you're like looking at yourself like, you ugly piece of shit. Fuck you, mirror. Fuck you. I do not look like that. Somebody posted, I don't know if this is true at all, but somebody posted like a meme one time that just said that science proves that people, when they look in the mirror, think that they're 10 times hotter or more attractive than they really are.
Not even,
And my
no
friend
way.
was like,
What?
that fucking sucks.
There's no way.
I don't know if
No
that's
way.
true. I just
No,
saw that
no,
and it
no.
made me
I
laugh.
think it depends on lighting as well.
Yeah,
Is
lighting.
important. Yeah, have you ever looked in yourself? Like, you look at yourself in one of those regular mirrors, like, oh, okay, I'm hot.
I've never, but sure, yeah,
Yep.
okay.
All right, well, I've seen you in a mirror, and I was like, damn, Robert's hot.
You were behind the mirror, and I was like, he's hot behind me.
You look, You look at yourself in one of those makeup mirrors.
Yeah, right?
Holy shit, I'm a piece of human garbage. Okay, like goddamn.
Yeah, no, he's not lying.
You have a makeup mirror?
No, but I've done hotel rooms.
Oh.
Yeah,
cultured.
there's a lot of hotel rooms that have them.
You said hot hotel
Hot
room.
hotel room.
That's a sexy ass mirror. I'm gonna
married.
look at myself. You've been married? That's
married.
good. Still going? Good.
They
Good
got a
man.
makeup mirror.
They do. Your wife. That's who you're. That's who you're talking about.
And she looked like a hot human piece of garbage.
They do. The one I'm married.
Just kidding,
That,
babe, I
that one
love you.
does. Yeah.
All the wives.
No, like okay, I get it. I understand that. I think it's like, I think it's kind of an excuse to just do a treat yourself day, though.
I mean, it is, but also like
I know to understand your self worth. That's good. That's what I kind of pictured as this day. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
yeah.
Okay.
So like depression and like low self-esteem are like, dangerous things that can lead to dangerous things.
Wow.
Especially if they're like
That's
untreated,
like a straight line. Dangerous
untreated,
things.
unacknowledged.
Yeah.
No, so like complimenting yourself isn't a cure, but it's a good,
It can help.
a good starting process of building your self-worth or
Right. So
all
like
that,
when
the self-talk and-
when you're complimenting the mirror, you're really complimenting yourself.
yes.
Not the mirror itself.
Wow, you
I never
really just
thought of it
figured that
that way.
out like 10 minutes in?
I just all day today I've been saying, man, your fucking rim is so white and pearly. I don't know.
Why
What
are
do you call the end of
complimenting your rim?
Your rim is white and pearly.
I don't know. What do you
Robert's
call
got
the end of the
whitest and pearliest rim of any dude that I know.
Finally, you're seeing me for who I really am.
Your butthole. Anyway,
No, I'm not bending over.
That's your
That's my
rim.
face. I'm talking about the rim of
You
the
have such
mirror.
a shiny, clean
there's
rim.
no rim that you have that has a white.
That's a rim.
There's no mirror that you have that has a white
What,
rim.
what do you call the edge of the mirror? Just the edge of the mirror?
the rim?
I call it the rim. It's a white-
There's probably
it's a white
a
rim.
technical term for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the rim edge.
In the mirror world.
rim
The edge in the mirror world. You got to step through it.
You need a mirrorologist.
A mirror.
We need a mirrorologist to tell us the weather and the rim size.
No,
Can we get a mirrorologist here?
No, that's a good point for like self-image and depression and all of that. I know you mentioned
To look
your,
at your ass.
your
Is that where you're going?
I know
with
you
this?
mentioned your meme that doesn't exist, but
No,
there
the
is
meme exists. The science
not
backing
real.
it is probably not
there's
real.
a meme out there where it's like it's a girl looking in the mirror and in her mind the mirror shows her fatter than she could possibly be.
Right.
Right.
And the male's looking in the mirror and it's showing him buffer than he could possibly be. And
Right,
it's-
right.
It just shows like the mirror is not always providing you that kind of clear feedback that you need.
Unless you go to one of those fun houses. And then you see yourself, you're like, oh, I do look that weird.
Oh, man.
Inside and out.
I am actually 2'6".
yeah.
Holy
I
hell.
am really short
This whole
and
time,
chubby.
nobody told me.
Makes sense.
So what did you think when you first saw Compliment Your Mirror Day? What did you think that was about?
I thought you were going to say that you first saw yourself in a mirror. I was like, I can't think that far back then.
I was like, who's that? What are you?
Who is this? I was
I'm
like,
not self-aware.
I was like when they show like the animals a mirror, I'm like,
Oh,
they're
it's so
smacking it and
cute.
stuff.
Oh my gosh.
They
So
put it-
buy a puppy. Okay, everybody
Buy a
everybody
puppy.
listening to this right now. Buy a puppy only if you're going to keep it, or better
Only
than,
if you're going
better
to
than
keep
that,
it.
adopt a
Adopt a
any
Adopt a
dog.
puppy.
It doesn't
Yeah.
even have to be
It
a
can be an
puppy.
old
Just
dog.
adopt any dog. Because if you adopt a dog, chances are that dog, however old it is probably not seen itself in a mirror.
And honestly, if you adopt an older dog, you only have to take care of it for less time.
Okay, so I thought that I adopted
Oh, really?
a dog that they said was 10 years old. I've had him for 4 years now.
Yeah, but what kind of dog? It's
but 14?
I mean, it's a very
It's
a
a-
relatively small dog, but he had health issues, and I did not think I would be having him this long. I'm glad I
but
did.
you're happy, yeah.
You're a good
But-
dad. Good dog dad.
Kind of.
Just fucking die
Oh,
already.
God damn it. Anyways, but everybody, adopt a dog or a cat or any animal that can, like, look in a mirror.
I think
Oh
that's,
my God,
I mean,
it's-
that's most mammals, probably birds, reptiles for sure.
And have them look in a mirror. And it's the
It
cutest
is the
thing
cutest. My cat looks
ever.
in the mirror at himself
It's
all
so
the
funny.
time. It's so adorable.
Some I've read some studies that say like certain dogs actually don't know that that's them
have
in the
no
mirror.
idea.
Like
Yeah,
smaller
no,
dogs.
they bark.
No, big
Nope.
dogs have no idea.
No,
either.
certain dogs do.
Really?
German Shepherds, they said, I believe, do know that it's them. I think maybe not right away,
Right.
but they learn that that's them.
Right. Quickly.
Labs are kind of the same way. Like the smarter dogs, like do know that that's them, but smaller dogs don't.
Greyhounds have no idea. So I know you either in the past or the future did
Right.
a thing about dogs, right?
Right. Yeah.
My dad adopted one of the greyhounds because if you don't know yet, Florida does not allow greyhound racing
Anyway,
shortly.
Yeah, shortly.
But he adopted a greyhound named Majestic Dapper, and
Aw.
he looked at himself in the mirror and had no flipping idea
Really?
what the hell he was looking at, and it was so funny.
Aw.
I just watched a thing on YouTube where it was they put a mirror in like the Amazon. I think it's maybe not the Amazon jungle, but it was
What?
like some jungle.
Yeah,
They just put it up
and
and
these
they-
gorillas
and they left it
Oh,
up
man.
like for a week or something, and they had like
With
chimpanzees
a
went
camera,
to it.
obviously.
Jaguars, and they
Yeah.
filmed the whole thing, and like jaguars were like roaring
these
at it.
gorillas go wild
Yeah,
over themselves.
Yep. Yeah,
They try to kill
but I think
themselves.
that they
What?
also eventually they realize that that's them too. Chimps or apes do and
Well,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Apes
like
are smart.
big cats or birds. Birds don't. I don't think birds realize that that's them.
Do birds
Yeah.
even look in the mirror?
I mean,
I don't
bird
know.
brain means.
I mean, that's
stupid,
something. Yeah,
so-
that's true.
But no, so when you first saw Compliment Your Mirror Day, what did you think?
I
I
thought
thought that's what it
I
was.
thought it was. Like,
I figured it was
compliment
like-
yourself,
Okay,
positivity, and,
All
like,
right.
about yourself, self-worth,
What'd you
all
hit?
that.
I don't know. So complimenting your mirror.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought that it was basically kind of what it says. I was joking before about actually complimenting the mirror.
The literal mirror, right?
That was all a joke. It's part of my stand-up material that I'm working on. No, I thought it was really like just like looking at yourself and like like kind of finding like a respect for yourself and like kind of seeing who
Right.
you really are or something like that. Something deep. I'm not really like that. I'm not that kind of person.
Right.
So it's
right.
hard for me to
right,
even
right,
really,
right.
like,
Same.
describe it.
Amber,
Yeah.
what did you think? When
No,
you
I thought
first-
the same thing. I'm not really that kind of person either, but my mom kind of tried to raise me as that kind of person. Like she was big on like positivity, and like she would like do the thing. Like one of the things I looked up was ways to celebrate, and one of them is like write an inspiring quote on your mirror in a washable window marker. My mom used to do that kind of shit.
Yeah, I
like,
think my mom did that too.
and you
Yeah.
can see like it's in movies and TV shows and shit
Yeah.
all over the place. But
It also is when it's like a horror movie and you're next is on
Yeah.
the mirror. Like, oh god.
Stacy just got a promotion. You're next.
Oh my god, mom, stop. She wrote it in like lipstick and blood.
I'm getting a promotion at death real soon.
That's scary.
but yeah, so
Yeah.
that's pretty much
I
what
mean, I
thought.
kind of figured that's what it is. I mean, you kind of thought the same thing, right?
My mind went literal way too quickly. Like, why would you say thank you to your mirror? Like that doesn't make any
Thank you,
sense.
mirror, for showing me.
But then like you sit down and you think about it, and feedback, like actual honest feedback of what you're doing and what you could be doing better, is so hard to come by.
Oh yeah.
Your mirror, for the most part, provides that.
I mean,
right?
I think you can like look at yourself, and it's kind of like one of those. That's why, like in movies, there's always like that
There's
scene of people
always a mirror,
splashing
yeah.
their face and then like looking at themselves. It's not even a horror movie, just any movie, because it's like them trying to like process what either just happened or what's gonna
Right.
happen or like
Yeah.
what they're going through.
Taking a hard look
Yeah,
at
hard-
yourself in
that's
the mirror.
thing. Yeah,
exactly.
that's what
That's
it's
exactly
for.
what it is.
because people just do not provide that. You say, "Hey, what can I be doing better? What can I be doing less of, more of?" And nobody provides that.
Yeah.
So your mirror provides that, and you should thank your inanimate piece of
Yeah.
your inanimate object in your bathroom for
The
saying,
reflection.
"Hey,
It could be
thanks.
literal.
I didn't know that pimple needed popping before I go out today."
Nobody told me. I saw millions of people today.
Exactly. Thank you
true.
for telling me.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you, you.
Thanks, me.
Thank you, me.
Thanks, you, me.
Thank you, me.
So
Yeah.
a lot of that I read is like not just about like today is just like the start of like positive thoughts about yourself, really. So a lot of what I read was like it's like spend the day thinking positive thoughts about yourself and then continue to practice this on a daily basis.
Oh, okay.
So it's
I don't
not
know if I
even
could do it
just
every day.
Oh no, I mean I don't think I could do it just this day, but
I don't think I can. Yeah,
Like,
I'm
that's the-
too much. Of
I
a
think
piece of
the way
shit.
the way I would
Yeah.
personally celebrate this day is the more of the treat yourself type
for the day,
of way.
Right.
right?
Like,
yeah.
look at yourself in the mirror and be like, you deserve some time, you've been working really hard or whatever it is, kind of build
Right.
yourself up, go out and like treat yourself.
Yeah, so I don't know how
That
a
makes
man
sense.
would celebrate it, but a woman, like, get a
Neutral.
facial, get your nails done, get your hair cut. Like,
Men can do all of that.
you're so
I've got
right.
Right
pedi-
after we go and chop our tree down,
I got a
and drink
pedicure
a
2
whole
days
beer
before my
pint.
wedding, and it was amazing. My
Really?
wife's grandmother treated me to a pedicure, and it was
That's good.
really good.
I've never done it. Oh.
Yeah, when you have a Vegas pedicure,
Sure, it's good, man.
it's so
It's
good.
so good.
Your feet just all over the place.
Should they just finish all over the place? So good, feet.
I think that the positive compliments and stuff can get, they're good. They have their place, but they can get out of hand.
Right, and it doesn't work for everyone. I don't.
Well, I think like for
Right.
me,
Yeah,
like
it's
I
works
don't need
for
to
everybody.
compliment myself
Mm-mm.
to
No.
feel good about
Depends on your
myself.
love language. Have you read that book?
No, but
Me neither.
I know there's. Thanks for bringing it up. Are there 6 love languages or 5 or
Five love languages. It was given to me on my first wedding anniversary, and we haven't read it yet.
Oh my god! I remember hearing about all the different ones, and that's like, I mean, I know like physical touch is one, gifts is like another one.
Oh yeah, okay.
would know those too.
Those are the ones that I like. Physical touch and a present.
Acts of service, time,
Oh, time. Yeah, that was no time. I've always people told me I was
words
good
of
at time.
affirmation.
I was gonna say words of affirmation.
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
Oh.
I don't even compliment myself. That's why this
I
day
mean-
is like really bad. I'm very bad at like being romantic or being like sweet
To yourself.
to anybody.
Oh,
Like,
Robert, you're
I feel bad about it.
Robert, you're so
That's not true.
hot.
Remember that one time when we were dating and you lined the
Oh my god. Yeah.
You got-
Okay. That's not romantic. That was
You can see from my reaction
hilarious
eyes
at
right
the sa-
now.
hilarious, but it could. It's right.
when we were dating.
it was forever ago.
Me and you.
It was
and,
our old best friends.
And yeah,
Holly and Will.
Holly and Will.
Not
we
me,
all.
not Nick.
We all not.
Everybody
I
can
didn't
see-
know you then.
Not Nick. Not Nick.
We didn't know you then. You would have been invited. But I remember. I remember we went out to eat or something, and then
No. Holly and I were working.
Oh, we
and
brought you
two,
food.
She clearly knows.
Right,
her
that's
sex
right.
story.
You two
That's
were
right.
staying at. We were all staying at my parents' house. Holly and I were
Ooh.
working, and you and Will were at my parents' house.
And
while
we
were
made
working.
you dinner.
Yeah.
And we brought dinner there. And
What was the
then,
dinner?
It was like a pasta or something.
I don't remember.
It's always a pasta.
It is a
What was
pasta.
it?
I don't know.
Oh
This was-
God!
when
Was it
was this?
tricolored? Was it
like
rotini?
2006
Was it
or something?
linguine?
yeah. It was
I'm
like
not a cook.
2006,
Spaghetti.
Will-
Was something
2007.
else that starts with an that
Will
ends
took
with an
care of
I?
it.
Like,
Will took
Will
care of
did-
it. I
till
didn't.
Will
what
was the
did you
chef.
do?
Will's the chef.
Sat
I
there and
wasn't
looked
the chef.
pretty.
No, well, later I did. Because
Hey.
when afterwards, when they got off of work and they came home, we laid out rose petals, and
Ooh,
one of the
that's
rose petals had like an
super-
R and went to the left, and then the other one had a W, like for Will, and went to the
That's
right.
cool.
And then the one that was R went to like her bedroom, and then it like
And you
when
were
she
just
opened the
sitting there,
door,
spread eagle.
I had like a whipped cream bikini on.
No,
And
Yep,
Oh
a little
my
bowl of like
God.
strawberry shortcake or something, and then I had rose
You have
petals like
banana
all,
in your
all
And
butt.
around.
then they were
No.
playing like so like Barry White. They
Yeah, we were
playing
playing some like I think it was like Barry
Did you know
White
when
or
they were
something.
coming home? Did you just sit there for like
We
3
did.
hours? with that
We knew
shit
we
waiting.
had them like tell us when they were on their way, but I ended up sitting in there and like the whipped cream's like melting off of
I have
the
heavy
thong.
whipping cream.
No, we were wearing
now.
thongs because I
I
still have that
Banana
thong.
hammocks.
Yeah,
You have a thong?
I still have.
You have a
I,
man-
Oh
I-
my god.
I still have that
Can I
thong
borrow?
too. Yeah, if you want it. It had whipped cream on it and my dick.
It's like
Oh,
15 years
Wait,
old.
can I buy it?
You're like whipped cream? No,
can I
thank you.
buy it? Oh my gosh.
You know you can just buy them on
Yikes.
Amazon. you don't, you don't need mine.
We were young.
All right, I guess I was.
We
Sometimes.
were young.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's the song we were playing. Fun.
It's a song that
This is
we
gonna be
were
fun.
playing.
It was
All right.
hilarious.
I guess I'm okay with some love languages.
So self-affirmation is good and all, like especially if you have mental health issues and those kinds of things, but can it go too far?
I mean, what do you mean by that? How can it go too far? Like you're just like a cocky ass bitch? Is
You're
that
like a
what you mean?
narcissist.
Well,
like you're
yeah,
the best
so,
person you've ever met.
So narcissist is perfect. Yes,
Yeah,
narcissist.
okay.
So Narcissus, I think, was his name, right?
That's a real person?
No,
Yeah, Johnny
in
Narcissus.
Greek,
Oh,
in
wow.
Greek mythology,
Yeah, yeah.
he fell in love with his own reflection in a pool of water,
Oh wow.
and then he went to go. Like Freud and all of them have all of this like
That's more like
sexual
Sexual,
shit
yeah,
yeah,
about
yeah,
it,
yeah.
right? But it still applies. Narcissus fell in love with his own reflection and decided to act upon those attractions, right, and drowned himself in that pool of water
Oh shit!
with his own reflection.
You did way better research than me, unless you just knew that. Which
I was
either
super
way,
nervous.
either way, super impressive.
Yeah,
Makes
so
sense.
Narcissus, that's where narcissism comes from. Narcissus
crazy. All
fell
right.
in love with his own
So, yeah, it could
reflection
go too far.
and drowned. So,
Don't drown yourself.
Yeah, so
while
if you're
looking
Well, I mean-
narcissistic, you...
in
Well,
your
no, I
sink.
do think that some people who are, not to get like too dark, but like people who are like suicidal and stuff, they need that affirmation, and I think they need to like. Sometimes it is like just like loving yourself, and that's what the whole point of like looking into the mirror. It probably can go too far if you're not necessarily like suicidal and you are just like a narcissist in the sense that like
Mhm.
you're kind of building yourself up to like go back to that corporate meeting and take over everybody's
there.
money and all that
Ooh,
kind of
been
stuff.
there.
Like you're gonna go in there, you're gonna sell shit,
You're
you're
gonna
gonna
tell them what's
yeah
what.
scam people or something like that. Like if it gets like really out of hand.
Right.
But other than that, I think for the most part, it's probably better to deal with, especially if you just do it for this day,
Yeah.
just to kind of
You're just a
respect
narcissist
yourself.
for one day.
just one narcissistic day a year, and this is the one.
0.3% of the year
And you better celebrate it soon.
soon.
You only got 24 hours,
coming
and
up.
you're going to sleep for
Then
a
you
third
hate
of
yourself. 364 days.
that. Tell me about it.
24/7, 364.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but
Makes
I mean,
sense.
like if you, I don't know, it can go too far. You if you're in the mirror and you say, no matter what
A god.
I am, I'm a good person.
Right. No, I think you got to understand your faults
What-
too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what if you're, people have issues with weight sometimes, right?
Right.
Not seeing themselves for what they actually weigh or what they actually look like.
Mm.
But sometimes you're unhealthy.
Right.
It
Right.
gets
And
to a
like
point
getting
where
to.
it doesn't matter what you look like, you're just not being healthy right now.
I think Joe
right?
Rogan like talked about that kind of stuff.
Probably saying it sounded very Joe Rogan.
Yeah. I think
just
there's-
got into his podcast,
No,
but it
yeah.
sounded very much like him.
Well, that's why I mean when I look at the mirror, sometimes I'm like, Robert, you're not a
Robert,
9 or a 10.
Robert.
You're not a 9 or a 10. But you're a solid 7.
Solid.
Just take that 7, run
Rock-
with it.
Run
Honestly,
with that 7.
You're
Solid
really
7.
looks wise, you're a 6, but personality, that's a 7. But that's about it. Like you're not getting any more. You're a
6
7.
and 9 mean
Mean something sexual,
7 and a
Freud.
half.
Yeah, okay.
I had to look up and do the math,
yeah.
but
Because the
Yeah.
equation's up there on the ceiling.
it sure is.
No, I get what you're saying. I think that this day is just mainly like the one time. Like if you don't do this kind of stuff, do it for yourself and just
Do it one
respect
time if
yourself.
Don't be Kanye West, but
yeah,
you
thinking
know,
you're Jesus.
be
Yeah. Looking at yourself in the mirror like you are fucking God, man. You are God. Now go out there and write a
Voice
single.
of the people.
yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah. All right. So
Anyways,
the real question:
Real question.
do you look in the mirror and eat a cake at the same time?
Well, not after Nick's like making me feel bad about my weight. So I mean,
Yeah.
I think you can have a cake.
No,
'cause it's a-
absolutely.
No, I agree. That's definitely
It's
a
a
treat
treat
yourself
yourself
kind
type of
of
thing.
Yeah.
It's super in line with the holiday. Like, it doesn't matter what it looked like in this mirrh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I deserve a fucking cake.
Yeah,
I deserve
exactly.
a motherfucking cake.
I want
I
a
deserve
cake.
an Amber said motherfucking cake.
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I want. I want that cake. I mean,
Exactly. And you're going to look bloated afterwards.
But
Yeah.
it's fine.
No, but look at
Human.
yourself first.
Everybody does.
Right when you wake up, when your stomach's like flatter than normal, and then when you
Well-
start eating,
Here's where I'm at, okay?
Yeah.
I've taken more before pictures.
Than
I've never
after.
taken an after picture in my life. I've only taken before pictures.
But isn't just the next before picture an after picture of the first before picture?
Wow, that was deep.
Thank you.
I don't even know what you meant by that.
Wow.
The
Wow,
picture
wow,
after his
why-
before picture is technically an after picture. Just saying.
Okay, sure.
Every before picture is an after picture of something.
Yeah.
That's true. Wow.
This is that was a Mitch Hedberg joke. This is a picture of me when I was young. Every picture is of you when you were younger or something like that.
Exactly. You're as young as you'll
That's
ever
true.
be.
When you take a
and-
picture, yeah.
Wait, you're as young as you'll ever be and the oldest you've ever been.
At this right now.
Yep.
And hold
At
on.
all times.
And right now.
It's like deja vu.
And then like right now.
It's
Yeah,
like
right now.
That's
it's like
crazy.
deja vu.
Date. Keep saying it.
It's like deja vu.
All right. So yeah, definitely a cake for today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely a cake.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Anything else?
I mean, even if it's a fruitcake.
Ooh, fruitcake.
Oh, any
yeah,
cake.
yeah. You can have a
Any
healthy
cake.
cake.
You can have a good cake.
Cake, 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 cake.
Cake by the ocean. All right.
All right.
I guess that does it for this episode.
Yes.
Am I signing us out?
Yes.
All right.
Treat yourself.
Thanks again for joining us, Nick. It's been a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
You guys are
yours.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Every single one.
You too, Amber Simpson. Let's all go look into a mirror and just see what we really see.
Yeah.
And then we'll judge each other. Cool.
Yeah, let's judge each other.
Yeah, let's go.
great.
All right, we're going to go judge each other. See you guys tomorrow.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.